Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to go through my faves and fails for the month of April. So I only have a handful of products here, I'm very proud to say, and I do have some products from my Sephora Sale haul in here as well. Some of the things that I purchased either in March or in April, I just haven't used enough to have my full thoughts on them yet. So I tried to really just keep this to the products that are the absolute favorites. And then I do have two fails in here. Let me know if you guys still want to see the fails. For me, I love the fails part of the faves and fails, but maybe it's negative, maybe people don't want to hear it. I'll keep those products till the end and I'll talk about the things I'm loving first in case you don't want to hear about it. And just let me know if you want to just do If you want me just to do like a monthly favorites and you're not interested in the fails, let me know in the comments below. And also before we get started, I did recently post a video where I talked about kind of my perimenopause journey so far. And I just want to say thank you. I had so many touching, lovely comments in that video. And I mean, honestly, the best part about YouTube for me is you guys. And I love to read your comments, and I love this little group that we've created together, and I'm so thankful for it. And I was really touched. I was really touched by all of your comments. So thank you so much. And I wanted you to know that it meant a lot to me. So before I cry, let's get into the products that I have been loving for April. So I did in my BoxyCharm for March, I think, right? Yes, in my March BoxyCharm base box, this is the item I picked, and it's this cheek palette from Ofra. And I don't think I had tried Ofra cheek products before, to be honest. I love this, especially this shade here. What is this shade called? Pink Satin, I think it says. I love this. This is gorgeous. I'm reaching for it all the time. I love quite a few of these shades. Actually, some of these are a little bit too deep for me, but these three especially, I'm using all the time. This is a gorgeous formula. I'm sure most of you have tried Ofra products. I really hadn't tried. I don't think I tried a cheek product. I'm trying to think what I had tried. Years ago, I think I had a highlighter, but anyways, this is beautiful. And you guys know I love a face palette, and this is just, it's beautiful. I'm really happy to have it, and I'm using it quite a bit. And I think these all pop out. So, you know, I could pop out the couple of shades I like and maybe pass on the ones that are a little too deep for me even. So really happy with this, really enjoying it. And you know, I'm glad that I got it in my box, and it was a great choice for me. So really happy to have that. Okay, and then in the Sephora Sale, I have a few items to talk about. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, this is just a plain Z palette that I already owned. And these are ColourPop products on this side, but on this side, these are the Sephora brand single shadows. I have all over my lids today this shade, which is called, you guys, I don't know, they're numbered, but they're not named on the back. So all of these shades I will put down below, and I'll put a little asterisk beside this shade. This is what I have all over my lids today. It's this beautiful, it almost feels like when I touch in there, it almost feels wet. And I'm a little bit obsessed with the Sephora brand single shadows right now. So again, just one shade all over my lid. I just took a fluffy brush, put a little bit underneath to sort of, you know, smoke out that lower lash line a little bit. And I love this. I love these shadows. They all feel, this one here feels a little bit chunkier than the others, but they're all so beautiful. I think in this Sephora brand, these I think were all on sale. They were $7, and then I think I got 20% off, so they worked out to about, you know, a little over $5 each. So happy to have these. I want all of them, but you guys know I'm trying to buy less. So these were a great purchase. I'm really enjoying the formula. I heard about these. A lovely subscriber mentioned these shadows to me, and then she recommended that I go check out Amanda Z, her YouTube channel, and she has a whole video dedicated to these, and her videos are amazing. She does great reviews, and yeah, I think there's 4 or 5 different finishes. There's like a matte, a satin, there's a whole bunch, but anyways, these are all different different finishes, and I'm loving these, absolutely loving them, and they're so easy to work with. And if you go into store, they've got them all displayed. You can swatch them and pick the ones you love. But yeah, some of these are the ones that subscriber had mentioned. Some of these are the ones Amanda Z had mentioned, and then a couple I just picked up on my own, and I'm loving these. A little bit obsessed with those right now. A couple other products I picked up in the sale. I picked up this LYS concealer. It's the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer, and I have it in LG3. I will link all these products below in case you want to check them out. So again, it's the concealer I have on today. This is really, really nice. It's a very thin formula. It offers sort of a light to medium amount of coverage. It's not drying under my eyes. It sits really pretty, and I like it. I don't like this better than some of my other concealers. So you guys know I really love the Ordinary's concealer. It's a much thicker, more full coverage formula, but I feel like it looks better on me than this one. And I also really like the Revlon Candid Photo Ready Concealer. I like that one better than this one. Actually, they're very similar. They remind me of each other. There's quite a few in my collection that I do like more than this. I do feel like sometimes, depending on what I have down for like primers under my eyes, sometimes this can separate a little bit. Like it just gets that sort of mottled look to it. So it hasn't done that today. I feel like it looks pretty nice and smooth, but I really like it. It is really nice, but it's not going to be my absolute favorite. However, I will use this. I think it's pretty. I think the shade was a good pick for me. I don't know that it's necessarily more brightening than my other concealers. Like I wouldn't say that I feel like it's more brightening. I feel like brightening happens depending on the shade you pick though. So I'm not sure what they mean by brightening, but I really like this. It's very nice. It's just not going to be my favorite. However, I think it's a good purchase, right? I'm really happy to have that. And then a couple of products that I picked up in the sale that are turning out to be favorites. The first thing is this Sephora brand. This is I think it's called Outrageous Hydrating and Plumping Gloss. And I think I have it in the shade Inferno. Again, I will list everything below. I love this. This is so nice. I have been wearing this almost every day since I got it. So today I lined with an e.l.f. liner. Then I go in with this. It gives this beautiful minty tingle plumpness to the lips. I feel like it doesn't plump them like how I want them to be plumped, but it does make them look hydrated and more full. And then I've been topping it with this Tower 28 gloss. This is in pistachio and what do they call these? Lip jelly lip gloss, I think these are called. I don't like the smell of this. This stinks. Yeah, these don't smell good to me. Anybody else? I don't love the smell. However, this combo, I've been putting this on almost every day. I think my lips look plumped and hydrated. It's so comfy. It feels so nice on my lips. And I love this shade combo for me. So this was a really good purchase. These are definitely faves. I've been reaching for these constantly since I got them. Okay, what else for makeup? I did want to mention, so I have this little tiny Nars sample. This is their new foundation. It is the Light Reflecting Foundation, I think it's called. Light Reflecting Foundation, I think. I got this as a gift with purchase off Sephora. I'm going to talk about this because I have used this probably at least 10 times, and I probably have 5 more uses in this little tiny container. So here's what when I first saw this launch, I went in store and I was planning on buying it, to be honest. And so I swatched it in store, I picked out my shade, and at the same time when this launched, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation launched. And so I swatched both in store, and I debated when I was there which one to pick up, and I ended up picking up the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, and I'm very glad that I did, because this has turned out to be not a favorite for me, although I do feel like it's a beautiful foundation. But having used this container, having used probably 10 uses of this, so I feel like that's enough use to have formed an opinion. I do have it on today. It's beautiful. If you were thinking of purchasing this, I think you would really enjoy it. Now I have dry, mature skin and it sits really nice on my skin. It's not as dewy as the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, so I do like that one better. However, that one's much thicker. This is very thin. It's a very, very thin formula, and it blends out and sits on my skin beautifully. And on my dry skin, it's very nice. It doesn't offer maybe as much coverage as the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like this is a really light coverage for me with how I apply it and how I use it. And I feel like it doesn't give me that same dewy, radiant finish as the Charlotte Tilbury one does. It's more of a skin-like satin finish, I would say, out of this. For me, anyways, right? Based on the skincare I put on, based on the age of my skin, based on how dry my skin is, everybody will have a different experience with a foundation, but for me, this is beautiful and I like it, and I think if you were interested in it, you would be happy with it. It's an easy product to use, and it does give kind of a light medium coverage with a satin skin-like finish. Again, for me, I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury, and instead of buying the full size of this, I think I would sooner try either the Urban Decay new one that just came out. I really want to try that one, and there's a new one from Rose Inc. that Ilinca here on YouTube just did a whole video on. I'll link that video down below in case you're not familiar with her channel. I'll link her channel in that video down below because it looks gorgeous, and I did swatch it in store, and I do really want to try that one. So that one might even be higher on my list than the Urban Decay ones. I'm unsure, but I'm not going to buy this. I'm happy that I tried it. I got a lot of good use out of this little tiny sample. I wish all foundations came in this size. I would happily pay $5 to try a size like this. Like, this is great. It's perfect. 10 to 15 uses, and then I can try something else. I love to try makeup. So this has been fantastic. I'm happy to have this little sample. I'm not going to purchase the full size. Okay, next up, my last makeup product in here, I received in my April BoxyCharm base box, so I've only had this maybe a week. This is from Item Beauty, and it's the Lash Snack Lengthening Mascara. I'm just gonna pass this on to my mom. This was a total fail for me. And you know, I did suspect it would be. I don't like a thin, tiny little brush. This for me is great for eyebrows, not for mascara. Like, honestly, that's a good size for my brows. So this was a fail. I didn't enjoy this mascara, and I'm just gonna pass this on to my mom. You know, if you like a small, tiny little mascara brush, you may really enjoy this. I found it fussy to work with, the formula. My lashes were clumpy. They didn't spread out. I like a real fanned out, thick, full, long lash, like clearly, right? My favorite right now is from Bite. It's the Upswing Mascara. That's what I have on today. I love that product. This is not that, right? This is more tedious. Took me a long time to build them up. They didn't build up how I wanted them to. I didn't find it overly lengthening, to be honest. I didn't feel like my lashes looked really long. They looked kind of their normal length. And it was really clumpy, and I really had to kind of work to sort of fan my lashes out. So yeah, this is just a fail for me, but mascara is very personal. You may enjoy this. I did not. Gonna pass that along. And then I have 3 skincare products that I picked up. What should we do first? Let's do the product that I am absolutely loving. I picked this up. I was visiting my mom, and we went to Winners. There's the little Winners tag there. You can see I paid $7.99 for this product, and I'm not familiar with this brand. It's Giovanni. I've seen this brand at Winners or HomeSense quite a bit, but what intrigued me was this is a hydrating facial prime and setting mist with green tea and fresh rose water. Nourishing essence of green tea and rose, set and hydrate skin for a beautiful complexion. I'm loving this, and when I looked at the ingredients, what really I thought was good was it's purified water, green tea, rose extract. What else was in here that I saw? Grape seed extract, which I've heard people talk about how great grape seed extract is for your skin. Rose flower extract, aloe, and then just a couple other glycerin and a couple other preservatives. I thought that was a great ingredient deck, and so I really wanted to try it. It smells beautiful. It does have a very light rose scent, and it's got this beautiful mister. I'm really loving this. I really like a rose scent, so a light floral rose scent, if it's a true rose scent. I don't like that artificial, you know, old lady soap rose scent at all, but this is beautiful. I'll try to link this down below. Again, I'm not familiar with the brand, so I'm not sure, you know, all of their product line, but I've been loving this. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. I've had it for probably about 2 or 3 weeks at this point. It was a great purchase for $8. I needed a mist. I was out of mist, so I was looking at Winners to see what they had. They had a ton of them. Absolutely loving this product. Okay, and then I also, in the Sephora sale that they just had, I picked up from Supergoop the Glowscreen. I had wanted, this is a mini, like, honestly, this thing is so tiny, but it's a good thing I picked up the mini because I like this. I think it has its place in my collection, but it's not going to become an everyday primer for me. First of all, the price of this is outrageous. This was, I think, $25 for this little mini size. How much is in here? 20 mils. And I don't like this as an all-over sunscreen. The days I've used it on its own, and it took me a while to sort of put that together, to be honest. The first couple times I thought, oh, this is beautiful. I used it just on its own as my sunscreen, and I really liked the effect. But what I noticed is in the day, as my makeup would wear, I would start to look metallic-y. This definitely has a metallic-ness to it. Like, it definitely has that liquid highlighter sort of effect to it. Let me put a little bit on my hand here. I don't know that that will show. It's a tinted sunscreen, and it blends beautifully into my skin. But can you see how it almost gives that metallic-y finish to the skin? And so again, as an all-over sunscreen, using it with how much sunscreen I like to put on, it's too much for me. And so how I have been using it is I go in with my regular skincare, put my sunscreen on, and then I come in here and I use this more as a primer with the added benefit of the sunscreen. And I love it like that. I love it if I just go in with the smallest amount. Like, I use about the size of my nail, honestly, about that much, and I put it more on the perimeter and just sort of hit gently on the high points and try not to get it too much in this area here. And I love it like that. And I know I will use this up, and you know, it's a great addition to my collection, but I'm glad I didn't pick up the full size, and I definitely won't use this as my one and done sunscreen. This is more of a primer for me, and I love it like that. And I'm interested to try other Supergoop products. I know a couple of you had recommended different variations of their sunscreens for me, so I'm eager to try other ones, but I'll get through this one first and then maybe pick up a different formulation. But yeah, happy to have it and I'm loving it, just not my one and done sunscreen. Okay, and then the last product I'm going to talk about, eye roll. I picked this up when I was visiting my mom. This is from Wet n Wild, and it's out of the Care Bear collection. Let me see if I can get this how it goes. I mean, it's so cute. I think I did watch Care Bears when I was little, like sort of preteen. I think I did, you guys. I seem to remember watching like the Smurfs and the Care Bears. They had to have just been out when I was watching them, honestly. But anyway, so this whole Wet n Wild collection was so cute. And I saw this, it's the Make It Sweet lip scrub, and I thought, oh, that's so cute. And maybe when I'm done with the lip scrub, I could refill it. Like, I thought it was like a little potted container. It's not. So when you twist it, that's the lip scrub there. It has kind of a cake smell, but the thing is, first of all, it's not appealing. It's like this gray color with little tiny flecks of confetti in it. But the thing is, it's not at all scratchy, like very, very little. I feel like it might get a little more scratchy as I kind of work through this outer layer, but I've used it quite a few times. Yeah, I don't love it. Like, I just don't love it, and it's too bad. I will probably try to get some use out of it, but I think it was kind of expensive too. Like, I want to say it was $8 or something crazy. I definitely could have done without this. This was an impulse purchase, and I'm sad I made it. However, I did not purchase the whole collection, which was available. So for that reason, maybe this is a good purchase, because I purchased something out of the collection, but not the entire collection. But I honestly could have done without this. I didn't need that. So there you go, you guys. There's my faves and fails for the month of April. Again, let me know down below if you like these videos, if I should keep incorporating the fails, or you just want to hear maybe top 5 products I'm loving in the month or something like that. Let me know what you guys think. As always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch one of my videos. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, if you would subscribe, that would be amazing. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.